and just go into the mountain and just sing a song. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? Oh, I'm sad. Let me go to the mountain, sing a song, build a castle there. Like, okay lah. This is how I run away from my problems. Like when I experience difficulties in life, right? I go into the forest and sing a song, and then I'm like,
the thing is, right? That is actually how people actually do behave in real life. What?
Correct, but we are looking for princess to look up to, not like we're not looking for people to be like us, We're looking for princess to look up to.
If you say you want a princess to look up to, right? Then I don't really think Rapunzel will be the one that I want to look up to.
If I want a relatable character, right? Oh, that's a miscellaneous character right there, man. Like there are a lot of miscellaneous characters I feel that's very relatable. Like people who are flawed. Those are miscellaneous characters. Princesses should be embodies like wow. Like this is the kind of daughter I want. Like I want my daughter to be like, not like people cool. Let it go. Let what go? Let yourself go.
Pig 1 to 5, it's good to be alive. This is the Singapore Draft Podcast. I'm your host, Media Leong, and welcome to another episode of the SG Draft Podcast. For those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. Just a bunch of Singaporeans that love, say it with me, starts with a D, Disney. And only me and Brendan. Come on, guys. Let's try that again. One more time. Singaporeans that love Disney. What was the delay? Okay. So, speaking of guys. Let's do it again. Okay, we try one more time, okay? Singaporeans that love
Disney.
Okay. Speaking of Singaporeans that love Disney, I'm joined once again by my drafting crew. How is everyone doing? Jin Yong, it's good to have you back. It's been a while. He had to do to part ways for a bit, but now he's back for this specific draft. Are you excited to be back?
Of course. It's a very welcome distraction.
Yeah. But are you a Disney person, Jin Yong?
Now no, but during my formative years, when I was young anyway, it was a staple part of my diet, my TV diet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think for most of us also it will be part of our growing up life, right? What do you guys say?
Yeah. When I formed my character.
I wonder who formed your characters. Yeah, who do you have a role model in Disney or whatever? Yeah, I'm thinking of
I shall not say.
Yeah, a guy that turns into a llama.
It's epic. Oh my gosh,
Emperor Cusco.
You usually call me the Emperor.
Emperor Cusco.
Yeah. Speaking of the draft, right? Last week, the draft. I think the hot thing that came out of that draft, right, was the Amanda going off on the Enid Blyton.
No, it's
Great Bluton.
Hey, it's Great Bluton. Pronounce it right. Great Bluton.
Pronounce it right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Did you Brenda, when you went off, right, during that period when you hang out with your friends, did they bring it up to you also, like the Great Bluton or this?
Yeah, I think it always comes up but now when it came out on the podcast, they got reminded again, so they hey, you want to borrow my Great Bluton book or not, bro?
Oh, so good. It was so good, man. Yeah. This Amanda, right, when she was going off on the Great Bluton thing, right, she had another story that she wanted to say at the end, right?
Yeah.
You will never hear this story, correct?
Yeah, you will never hear this story anymore.
You have to find
I purposely told her hey, next time. Nope, there ain't no more next time.
But you know what story she was going to say, yeah?
Yeah, I knew exactly what story she was going to say. Because it's always a sequence when she's talking about how sometimes a bit challenged my knowledge is, right? The things she's afraid that I'll be teaching my son. So then after that she'll always share this story after this story. Then I'm just I knew you were going to share this.
Then like this, I gotta ask a question. Which is worse? The story after Great Bluton or Great Bluton?
I think both equally better.
Then I want to hear it, man.
Then I want to hear the other one already.
The Great Pluton was like as I was growing up. Like it's really not my mistake. I feel it's like like no one ever corrected
Because it's
me.
during the
Like
formative years.
it's during my
you make
formative
mistakes.
years.
Yeah.
Correct. Then my concept of that name formed during those years. Then it didn't change because no one
So
told
it
me
was
the right
like 2
way.
years ago.
But the new story is like something that happened just like a few months, like last month, I think 2 months back.
Oh,
So it's-
okay.
A himbo
So this
moment.
is like
I shall not
a
say.
go-to combo. One to hit Brandon with the
Yeah,
the 1-2 combo.
To break the ice, let us talk about how dumb Brandon is.
Yeah, we gotta have her back one day, lah. I think the next time she's on, right, then we'll ask her this story, lah. That's if you allow her to come back on. Okay, speaking
That's not.
of drafting, our winner last week for the Christmas draft was actually Paul, but Paul, he could not make it for this week's draft. He decided to, have an early new year. But in the meantime, he did win, and he said to announce it on the podcast that he would like to give his win to one of us. Okay.
Oh.
So he said specifically that he would like to give it to someone that has not had the opportunity to pick first. So Leonard, he would like to give you the pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've gone first before.
congratulations.
No, as in like won, and then you get to pick which position you want to take.
Oh,
Because the winner gets to pick what position
yeah.
he wants to take in the draft.
Is this like a pity pick?
To be honest, I think it is.
Thanks for the pity pick.
Yeah.
We need to check in with you next week.
Yeah. Yeah. But to be honest, yeah, if you're gonna be a draft that you want to get an early pick, I think this is the draft. If you can choose what order you want to take, lah. So for this week's draft, we're gonna be doing a Disney draft. And for this Disney draft, it's the same principle as I saw that, Brandon. Okay, it's the same principle as last week. There'll also be 5 subcategories. I purposely put in the group chat the 5 subcategories, and I made it ambiguous on purpose so that we can have clarifications and questions about it later. So first off, it's the main character is one of the subcategories, then a princess, then a sidekick, and then a villain, and then a miscellaneous character. If you have any questions or if you have any clarifications, now is the time to ask. So if you have any questions, ask away.
What's a miscellaneous character?
Okay, I think a miscellaneous character is a character that is a prominent character in the show, but doesn't necessarily fall in the other 4 categories that we list. So it's not necessarily a main character. When I mean main character, right, I mean the protagonist.
Oh.
Yeah, the protagonist, like the main, like the individual character, lah. Like for instance, if you were to say like Coco, right? Coco is the main character. You know what I mean? He himself is the main character, but there are other supporting characters that are like the second in lead or whatever, but the main character himself.
Yep.
Yeah. But miscellaneous, like it doesn't necessarily fall into main, princess, sidekick, or villain, but it's a prominent character in the show.
He
Yeah.
has to have a name, lah. It cannot be like, bystander number 2.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So an example of this can be someone like Slinky from Toy Story, or someone like Rex from Toy Story, or a prominent character, but not necessarily the main character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Okay, then in that case, right, since we are talking about Disney, right,
Mhm.
recent franchises that are bought over by Disney, are their characters considered?
No. So for instance,
I
if
don't
let's
think
say if you're talking about Marvel, right, it doesn't count. So we can't. I don't want like us to pick MCU characters or anything like that, because it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not fun, ma. We'll be picking
Star
like what?
Wars
I
also
pick
Star Wars cannot.
yeah.
So you must
Well,
be
you take Star Wars, then you take what? Villain Darth Vader and everything like that. That one already win. That one not fair, yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm talking Disney, I'm talking like Disney. I think everyone knows
Disney,
what I mean, yeah.
So when you say main character, right? I want to know,
Yeah.
because like some of the revamps, right? They revamp the character to become like from villain to good guys. So for example, right? Let's say for example, I just give a classic example, a Maleficent. In Sleeping Beauty, right? She's the villain, but in Maleficent the movie, right? She is the main character. Right? She is literally the protagonist, and like your backstory. Then she's the good guy in the end.
so it can be both
So-
lah.
Is she the good? Is
Yeah.
she the main character in that one?
I
So
think
can I
her
choose a character?
It's
yeah,
up to
but
you
I think
to choose the category. Okay.
I think for something like this, to me, in my opinion, I think she's a villain first because her original origin is a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to pick it as a main character, I think you can argue them. We're like, okay, lor. Just leave.
That one is up.
But as a draft strategy, it's a bit weird, lah. Because you put on the graphic like Maleficent main character instead of like villain.
Angelina Jolie as my as a graphic. Wow, that's
you can
graphic, I think.
You can define.
This one I have to support Brandon and say this one is a villain. Because although there's two sides of the story.
That's not what Brandon is saying.
Brandon says is a villain.
I have to go against Brandon and say this one is a villain. Yeah, because I have a potential pick that is like that. So I have to say it's a villain.
So basically, JY just admitted that Maleficent is on his list, lah.
Okay, no, whatever.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I don't think so. Let's just do it.
The rest okay? All clear? Yeah.
So
and
when
also,
you say sidekick, right? Can I just check, right? Sidekick is, for example, sidekick. Are you talking about like the classic animal sidekick, or are you talking about like the a proper sidekick?
I think more like
Proper.
I think you can do either, as long as
Either. I feel it's either also.
Yeah, you can, if you can argue in a way that is like, I think it's relevant for both, lah.
I think to me, when I talk sidekick, right, it's those stuff like the protagonist, like his number 2 guy.
No. You can argue that, but also I think like there are a lot of mascots, for example, that are sidekicks. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Means they supported the main character in getting the goal.
Yes, correct. So for sidekick, I think this one is more open-ended, the sidekick.
Okay.
Yeah. Len, you got any questions? You look a bit like not sure.
No. I mean, they've all asked the question.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, so now for this draft, right, as said just now, Paul, he gave Leonard the choice to pick which position he wants. So Len, from 1 to 5, where would you like to draft?
Oh, where would I like to draft? Number 1?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Okay, so Leonard will go number 1.
Whoa.
As for the rest of us, I put our names in a random list generator, and this is the official order. So first up will be Leonard, then second will be Ting Yong, third will be myself, fourth will be Brandon, and then lastly, Eldet, you'll be last. So you get back-to-back picks. The end of the second round. Yeah, this is the list generator. Yeah, sorry guys. It's just the way it is. Are you all happy with your position, or do you think that I should have picked first, or if you wanted to pick first or second?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I told me that I think there's an abundance of choice. It's just how you justify it for this.
I agree with you, Ting.
Yeah.
Brandon, what are you going to say?
Well, I felt like I said I felt like I deserve to go second because like my picks for last week was quite good.
Yeah.
I came in second.
Speaking of last week, right? A lot of my friends, they said that they like your thing except the scratch off map. The world map.
Yeah, I regret. I know. I sure regret. You know, I will look at the thing again. I should choose Royce Chocolate. I think if I chose Royce Chocolate, I won it at least.
Yes, you pick something like Garrett's, right? Or something that is a generic.
Yeah.
We have won. Yeah. Oh well.
Stupid scratch off, man.
And also, Paul, right? If you're watching this, a lot of people, right? They said that they picked your team, because it was the most like no issue except the turkey. A lot of people don't like turkey. That's why this is a dry piece of meat.
True.
Okay,
turkey
now that you got that,
is it?
Yeah, exactly. Now that you got that out of the way, let's get right into the draft. All right, Lenny, with the first overall pick, what are you gonna take? Which category?
All right.
Which person?
For the very first category, the very first pick, I'm going to pick a princess.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
And this princess, if I'm not mistaken, is the only princess that has superpowers, I think.
Oh,
And this princess is going to be Elsa.
Elsa.
Oh,
Yeah, good. I think she's like really like badass. Like, you know what I mean? Like
the most overrated is princess.
Wow, it's subjective, man.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
it.
like, look, all the kids love her. And
Yes, correct.
sorry, what? And she's quite pretty, right? And then what else? And then she's got like I said, like superpowers, lah. You know, like can do the ice.
She also
ice
has a
stuff.
song that transcends all cultures and all
Exactly.
languages. Yeah.
Let it go. Yeah.
Fun fact: Brendan hates Elsa. He hates her.
Hey, I don't. I like Elsa, but I just feel like she is like overly overrated. As in by kids lah. It's just that kids play her so much that like that she became very, very popular. But when you watch the movie, it's like I don't feel like it's that iconic of a movie. But okay lah. So it's like I say everybody his own.
Can I add something also? Like, you know, I think she's also the only princess that doesn't have a partner, like doesn't have a prince. You know what I mean? She's like solo, right? So she's very special.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, so she is cool, I would say. Get it? Cool.
Independent woman.
Oh, you guys stole
I like it.
Yeah. I should have put the applause thing there. But
Quah, quah, quah.
I always cannot figure out which button is which. So is it this one?
Just anyhow whack.
Yes.
Good. You should just label it lah.
Yeah. I don't want to draw on the thing. Then somehow if I change it, then I cannot.
Sticker, bro.
Use sticker.
Yeah. Okay. Next time I'll put a color sticker for the thing. All right. Elsa is off the board. I think most of us, we would agree that Elsa is big lah. She's a phenomenon.
Princess.
Yeah, she's a phenomenon character. Yeah. She's every little girl's like idol.
And some boys too.
Yeah, boys, yeah. That's true. Okay. Interesting first overall pick, Elsa. Next up is Ting Yong. Ting Yong, what are you going to take?
Okay, I was about to put this to the second or third round to pick, but because Brandon brought up this point about what is a villain and you know, if there's a remake, is this a villain or a main character? So I think I better put this pick in before anybody else picks it. It's not Maleficent. It's Cucurella. Oh, sorry, not Cucurella. Cucurella is the left back for Chelsea. It's Cucurella.
Cruella de Vil.
Sorry. Not Mark Cucurella. It's Cruella.
Cruella de Vil.
Cruella.
Yeah, she's the villain that I wanted to take overall.
Oh, yes. So anyway, I didn't used to like her. I like 101 Dalmatians, but because of the recent remake, and then you know she sort of have a backstory. You sort of see how she fought for her position to become like this fashionista and stuff. So I thought it really added layers and a backstory that make people see her in a very different view lah. So I thought I should get this pick out of the way before anybody else picks it.
Yeah. If it had gone back to me, right, I wanted to take it in the second round. The villain, right, this Cruella de Vil. If I were to put it into a bigger picture perspective, I think she's the only villain that in real life everyone would hate. Do you know what I mean? It's like because she just murders dogs. Like it's the
correct.
Yeah. It's a very
to make some
a fur coat.
To make some, I don't know what, bags or what, a fur coat, correct?
Yeah, to make a fur coat, 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah. And
I like the pick a lot, man.
Almost the same name as, she almost had the same surname as the Mark Cucurella, who is a very good player.
Yeah. Do y'all like the pick, Cruella de Vil?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay. She was on my list, but she wasn't the one that wanted to take first.
Honestly,
okay.
I just feel like before the Cruella de Vil movie, right? Like I don't really remember her like the 101 Dalmatians, the shows. Like I don't really remember the movies. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was just before our time. The 2D animation.
You have watched it, but it's just that you probably rewatch a lot of the other newer movies.
Correct. It's not as prominent lah. It's not as prominent as, let's say, I don't know.
I realized that I actually watched the 101 Dalmatians live action before I watched the cartoon.
Yeah, the one where Glenn Close was the Cruella de Vil. Right? Yeah. I also remember
that movie. In that movie, right, like her portrayal of Cruella de Vil is like top notch. She's like really super evil.
Yeah, same. Because you watch it together as kids.
I remember.
Yeah.
There was a recent movie, right? About
yes, correct. The one where that's the one that Ting was referring to.
Yeah. I like that version.
Yeah. This is a good pick, man. Cool. Cruella de Vil. I wish I could have taken this next. All right, Ting Yong is I'm up next. Because you didn't take you took another princess, then I'm going to take a princess also. I'm going to take the beauty. I'm going to take Belle.
Belle,
which is the princess.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the princess I always feel is the A-tier symbol of a princess, Disney princess. Because, I mean, if you put it, the whole picture is the iconic dress. Also, the songs are also very, very amazing. Yeah. And I have the support of the Instagram poll because everyone is voting now for beauty in the thing. So I'm going to take Belle.
That's bracket one, any bro. That's bracket one.
Bracket one. Yeah. But I also know Brandon is going to take another princess. That's why.
Are they voting for Belle? Are they voting for Emma Watson?
Emma Watson. No lah. Everyone knows.
I felt she didn't even do that good of a job as Emma Watson. As Belle.
There's nothing more iconic than the original Belle lah. So I really respect.
Yeah.
You don't like Belle?
No. I was gonna say that Asher, when I asked Asher what's his favorite princess, and he said Belle. And and I asked him why, and then he said, "Oh, because Belle helped the Beast. So from being a
Such
bad
a
person,
heartwarming
then
story.
become a good guy, that kind of thing."
Yeah.
Then I was asking him. I said, "Hey, but is Belle a princess? Is it Belle a princess? Was the Beast a prince?"
He's
She's an heir to the don't know what lah. Prince, man. He's got royal blood, man.
Yeah.
Can consider as princess.
No, but princess is the term Disney princess is all the ladies, all the main character females.
Yeah, like the
Disney.
A-tier stars.
Oh, like that one.
So
I
it's
thought
like
princess means
Moana.
must have royalty,
Moana is a
but
princess also. So like Moana.
Yes.
Yeah.
who?
Like,
Moana.
Moana
Is a princess? Oh,
Yeah.
She's a
Oh,
Disney
you're
princess.
considered a princess, Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, by right, the other day I was having dinner with my group of friends, right? They were saying that under the Disney, like proper description of a Disney princess, right? This Elsa and Anna are not under Disney princess. They're under their own sort of category. Because apparently for the merchandising purposes, right? They don't want to put them under Disney princess. They put them as like their own. Because I think it makes more sense to split them off and don't put them part of a big group.
Different category.
To brand them individually by themselves. Yeah. So for their marketing campaign, right, Disney, right, they didn't put them under a Disney princess. But I mean, it's undeniable to put Elsa as a princess, lah.
Actually, Elsa is a queen.
She is a princess.
She's a queen in the end.
It's okay, guys. We can just gather all the questions today, then write email to Disney, and then wait for them to reply.
You can consolidate the email. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can consolidate. You can consolidate and write the email.
Everybody.
Yeah, Disney. I have a few things I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm
very happy to take Belle, man. Yeah, very happy to take Belle. I thought they were going to take it first, Elena. I was like, oh shit, please don't take Belle.
No, I thought about it as Elsa, man. Elsa.
Okay. Okay, next up is Mr. Brandon. Brandon, are you going to take a princess from bracket B? Bracket 2?
No, I feel like nobody's going to take the princess that I feel like is the best.
Okay. I understand.
Okay. Here, right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to pick either a sidekick or a miscellaneous character because I feel like there are a lot of sidekicks that I like. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. So I want to ask, right? Do you consider Mushu a sidekick or a miscellaneous character?
I think he counts as a sidekick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sidekick, right? So I feel like Mushu is like sidekick, honestly, and I felt like he was my favorite character in Mulan. I really didn't. I don't really. I found Mulan is a likable character, and she's a good princess, and she like fight all the values she stands for is good. But he's so funny, like
he's so funny.
Right? He's so funny. That was the only thing missing, right? From the movie, the live action movie, right, of Mulan, right? I was like, where's Mushu, man?
It's really Mushu.
I'm like,
did he have budget for the CGI?
Just do the same thing again.
Yeah. He doesn't need to come out in real life. He just do a voiceover. It's fine. I really see him. Wow.
I super sad. Mushu was like my number one.
Mushu. Wow. I felt like Mushu is really like one of the elite tier sidekicks lah. And there are quite a very few good sidekicks that I like, but honestly,
he is super funny. Yeah, there's so many things I remember, like the one where he broke the dragon.
He broke the dragon.
He used the head. Then after got another one is like he used the cloak. Then it's like, I'm your worst nightmare. Then it's just like one small dragon at the back.
Yeah. No, then the best one is like he dressed up. He used the straw person. Then he like used to control the straw person.
This Mushu is damn funny.
Yeah, he's was like the iconic. Growing up, he was my favorite character. Yeah.
But it's true. It's like if you watch Mulan, right, you always remember Mushu.
Yeah. You
always
remember Mushu the most.
You remember Mushu
the most.
Yeah.
And the songs he's all great.
That girl I see.
That's why
save that for the Disney song draft. There's another song.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay. now that is out of the way, Brandon, you have taken Mushu, which was the person I think everyone wanted to take as the main sidekick. Aldette, you are up next. What are you going to take now that Mushu is gone?
Okay, since now Mushu is gone, I'm just gonna go with what I planned to pick in the first place. I'm gonna take a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a villain that everybody knows. I'm gonna pick Scar.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, it's going to be my next pick.
Wow.
Because all the villains are
because,
slowly going away.
Yeah, I pick it first because I'm like, I hope nobody picks it, right? Because honestly, like growing up, I've watched Lion King like so many times.
Yeah.
And I think that Scar is like really the ultimate like portrayal of what an actual villain is.
Correct.
Like he's maniacal. He really is a very smart lion. He plans out everything. Everything he does is very, very well planned and detailed. Like he knew exactly where to go to find Mufasa. He triggered the stampede. He scared the kid. He scared the cubs and everything. Then he pushed Simba out of the Pride Lands.
Yeah.
But the thing is that also what it does is portrays that it also shows that once you get into power, right, if you're not fit or you're just evil and you only do things for yourself, you can see how everything just started to change. Like the moment Scar took over, the Pride Land just became like darkness.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's like a very well thought out like villain of like what a villain to me should be.
True. It's a very good villain.
So you know, right? FYI, for those that didn't know, that in Lion King, right, there was this scene where Scar was playing with a skull when he was talking to, I think, the hyenas. So the skull, right, then like, people
Zazu,
all
right?
assume. No, Zazu? Was it Zazu? Is it the Zazu or the hyenas? But he was like pretending, like using the skull to like puppet and like talk to himself, like monologue. So people actually went to see the skull, right? And then after they went to see it, they were curious what animal is it? Like, is it like another hyenas or like what kind of skull is it? So when they check, right, it's actually a lion skull. It's the exact shape of a lion skull. So for the fact that, you know, as a villain, he actually, I mean, that means people all suspect, right? There's a high chance, right, that he ate his own brother, right, and actually used his skull and hold his skull to like have his monologues in his like in the lair where it was his brother's lair. You know, like wow, which was quite crazy to be like wow, ultimate villain.
He has another brother outside of Mufasa.
Just don't tip.
No,
pics,
that's
please. Don't
no,
say
that's
the name of,
so that's supposedly Mufasa's head lah, that skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Sorry?
That scene was after he died.
Yeah, that scene was after he died.
Mufasa died.
After Mufasa died, yeah. So after Mufasa died, the story goes is that there's high chance that Scar went back and ate the body, took the skull and just kept it in the lair.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, the
Plus,
other character in that scene was Zazu. I remember.
Yeah, it was Zazu. Plus also, Scar's voice actor is Jeremy Irons, who has one of the most iconic voices ever. Just very menacing. Yeah, Jeremy Irons. Okay, I'll let you get back to back picks. What are you going to take next?
Okay, I am going to take a sidekick, and it's also from Lion King. I'm going to take Timon and Pumbaa.
No, one. No, one.
Okay,
can't pick both.
I'm going to take Timon.
Yeah. Okay, Timon.
I'm going to take Timon.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't pick
I
both.
would think that they
because
come as
there is
I would think that
sidekicks.
they.
But the thing is that they won't come as a pair.
Yeah,
I would think
No,
that
no,
they
you
come as
can't
a
pick
pair
both.
though.
You can't pick both.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, you can't pick both.
But then the thing is that Timon makes Pumbaa, Pumbaa makes Timon.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they come together as a pair. They are a pair.
That's why a lot of people won't pick Timon or Pumbaa because you can't take them as a pair. Yeah. That's part of the whole deal. Because if you
But
take
If
but
you
the
have to pick
series of-
one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
series they make together is Timon and Pumbaa
Timon and
series.
Pumbaa.
Yeah.
So it's like,
don't make it
isn't it a set?
no. If I then for instance, if I were to pick another main character, I can have the sidekick character. No, cannot. Because if like let's say for instance, if you want to vote about it, I think you can, but I don't think it counts because it's a one character. They shouldn't be allowed to have the other partner. If that's for instance, right? If I pick another character that has a sidekick, right? They'll both come together as a pair, ma. Yeah. So
I think they should be a pair lah. So okay. So I mean, we can put it up to a vote. If you all think it's not a pair, they shouldn't come as a pair, I will change my pick.
I think it should come as a pair.
Okay, Brandon.
I think it should count as a pair.
Okay.
Oh,
Leonard.
Leonard has the decisive vote.
I don't think it should come as a pair.
Oh no!
Yeah, okay. But okay, since you say you'll count as a pair, fine, then the Timon and Pumbaa will come as a pair. So you can get
Alright.
both. But I think it's not fair because you're picking two characters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
as a
So on
sidekick,
your
I
board,
feel
right, you have
they
two
always
characters.
come
It's not
together.
fair, leh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
I
So
see
if, like, let's
see
say
the
for
two of them
instance, main
as
characters, right? I pick Toy Story for the Pixar draft, right? I can have Buzz Lightyear and Woody, leh.
No,
But this one very
No, but the
different
thing is
one.
that
Yeah,
Buzz
that's
Lightyear
the
and
thing.
Buzz Lightyear is a character
very
on its own, and Woody is a
separate
character on its own.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
They're two separate characters
but
that
I
collided
don't think-
together.
I don't think it
but
should
Timon
count
and Pumbaa
because-
came together. Timon and Pumbaa appeared in the movie together, and they are together as a duo.
I see them as a
every
unit
time
lah.
they see
Yeah.
Simba, right, they're always together.
I think it's very unfair. But, honestly, like, I think it's a very ridiculous pick to go and be able
I
to
mean, like
pick
if you
people.
if you really
Because
if you really want, I
I
can
mean,
take my
like-
pick.
No, if
No,
everyone
just
vote, I think
choose
it's
one,
okay. But yeah, but I think it's very ridiculous to like say that you can have both Timon and Pumbaa in a 5-person draft.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I consider them a unit. Yeah. So to me, it's Timon and Pumbaa is a unit lah. It's one thing.
Because I feel like it's a bit sad if nobody picks Timon and Pumbaa because of the fact
Yes.
that you
Why
can't
you
pick
always gonna pick
Timon.
Pumbaa?
You know, someone
He
can pick
picks- he
Pumbaa,
picks
ma.
Timon.
Because
Yeah.
now, like,
Pumbaa-
no, another thing, right? Is that let's say if Elliot picks Timon, right? No one can pick.
Yeah.
If he pick, then no one else can pick Pumbaa, leh.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you see,
but
if
Pumbaa
I
on
only
its
pick
own is
Timon
so-
or if I only pick Timon or if I only pick Pumbaa, right, it's like I eat the prata without the curry or the curry without the prata. Very funny.
No, but the thing is
Or-
that it's a 5-person draft. You cannot pick. Then you're on your board. You'll have 6 people, leh.
Because
maybe
Timon has
maybe
his
5
own.
people plus one animal lah.
Yeah, no,
But they're all
Timon has his own-
animals.
Yeah, like, I'm not. I don't think it should be lah. As in, honestly, I think it's very
Yeah.
ridiculous to put two players
I mean,
into
like,
one.
I have other picks. It wasn't stated that it has to be. It not come in a pair, ma.
No, it says
So-
sidekicks,
so it's like-
not sidekicks. It's a
I mean,
5-person
they
draft,
come
ma.
together, what?
Yeah, lah, but okay, lah,
Okay,
whatever.
okay,
If
so
you want
how-
to pick
okay,
Pumbaa,
wait, so
but I
we
think-
got-
I
we
think it's
got-
just very, very, very like ridiculous, lah.
Like,
Like,
you recall, I can change my pick unless if let's say one either Brendan or JY switch over to the other side, I will change my pick.
No, I'm standing by Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, I'll change. I change.
Okay, you
yeah,
change that.
it
Okay, then
shouldn't count because you're picking
Yeah.
like
No.
it's
Yeah.
making the draft
I mean,
complicated
like,
for no
it's
reason,
not-
right? Just because you want to pick an extra character and then like on the
That's
graphic
right.
you have 2 more
To
But
players.
it's
support
not
your
that, right? It's just
character.
that to me, when I think of it, like my view is that I still think it's a duo, lah. But if
Yeah,
let's say
I
we've
still
already
feel like
been
it's
already,
a
right?
No,
Like-
they'll always be a duo, the two of them.
Yeah.
But you can't pick both.
Yeah.
Because if you pick both,
Correct.
then the other person cannot pick Pumbaa. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
it's like-
maybe he can pick Timon and Pumbaa, but he picked Timon, but the Pumbaa is in bracket. Ah.
No, that doesn't solve the
That doesn't solve. That will help the
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Or why don't the miscellaneous you pick the other one?
Yeah, if you
Then
want
that's
to do
your
that, you
other pick,
can.
oh.
Yeah.
Then you still choose two, what?
Yeah, but the thing,
Yeah,
okay, never mind.
true.
I will.
No, because what you're
Yeah,
doing.
it's not fair, you know.
What you're doing is not picking.
Okay,
because
so-
they are
so-
fair.
so
You're
now,
picking
right,
is
now, right,
because
okay.
You want to take 2
I can-
people extra for. You're taking an extra
Exactly.
character on purpose.
Okay,
yeah.
wait. So,
You're
so
trying
now
to like
I get,
find a way to move around the rules. Yeah.
I get. This, what? Say what? Move around the rules, but to me they are duo.
It's a 5-person
So it's a
draft.
duo. Okay, wait. Never mind. If everybody waited, since already Brendan already changed his thing, I can.
Okay,
change my
okay,
pick.
okay,
That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. As in like the
Yeah.
it's
So
a-
just to end this whole situation, right, and to make it fair for everybody, since
Yes,
I already made
fair.
clear that I
Thank you.
cannot pick a duo, I will change my pick.
Okay.
I will pick Genie
Oh my god.
As a-
my God.
as a sidekick.
okay.
It is a
That
very
that one's
good
fair.
pick.
You can pick Genie.
Okay, I will pick Genie as a sidekick.
No, actually, I changed back. Can you pick Timon and Pumbaa?
No, no, you dug your own grave, man. You dug your own
Go
grave.
for
You
it,
so
bro.
just I'm taking
You
Genie,
can't
man.
pick, but you took a sidekick already, right, Brendan?
No, but Genie can count as a main character. Because the sidekick is
No, how
Abu.
is
what?
Genie a main character?
He's not a main character. He's not a main character.
He's not a main character. He's a sidekick.
Oh,
bro. Aladdin
Oh,
is a main
Cannot be a main character,
character.
man.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
he can
yeah.
be a main
No,
character.
not a main character. Sorry.
Oh, he's a sidekick.
He's a
Miscellaneous
it's a
sidekick.
miscellaneous. He's a I was going to pick him as a miscellaneous because
No, he's a main.
Abu,
But he's a main
Abu is a
character.
side. But he's a sidekick, right? It's like the Abu was a sidekick, right? Abu was the one that was with Aladdin all throughout all the
No,
way,
but bro,
right?
you must. No, but
No.
Genie is the one that helps grant Aladdin his 3 wishes to help him get
Yeah.
to the point where Aladdin wanted to go, ma.
Yeah.
Then also throughout the movie, right, Genie was like kind of like Aladdin's like a bit of his moral compass.
Then wouldn't the fairy godmother in Cinderella be a sidekick also? But she's not.
But the thing is that fairy godmother only appears in one scene. Genie is like the crux of almost the entire movie. So it's like your context is different.
Do we have to vote
I feel
again
he's a
whether
sidekick.
Genie is a sidekick or miscellaneous?
He's a
I feel he's a sidekick also.
It's like now that L pick him, of course it's a sidekick lah. Yeah, okay lah. Good.
You just try to argue for a different category to like take him in lah. Yeah, this is
No,
a
because-
good the Genie.
No, because honestly, right, if I had him on my list, right, then I was like thinking, okay, if Timon and Pumbaa, since it didn't work, then I was like, okay, then the next one I will go into is just take Genie. Because Genie honestly is like, it's like you want an iconic like number 2 guy, right?
Yeah,
It's Genie, yeah.
And the live action, the Will Smith portrayal of Genie actually, to me, kind of outshone the so-called main
Oh
characters.
no, bro, I disagree. To me, Genie will always be Robin Williams.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Honestly,
true.
the live action Will Smith, he did very, very well though.
He did a good
Yeah,
job,
he will,
but
he will.
he's not Robin Williams.
That is very true. That is very true.
He's not Robin Williams, bro. You can't.
Different style.
No, I'm trying to say
honestly
that
different feel.
the Genie outdid the main character.
Outdid the main character. It's like the Aladdin. He outdid the
Yeah,
Aladdin.
correct,
I can't remember the
correct.
Aladdin's name. The actor's name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's not famous, right?
yeah. He slapped him out of the show. That's why. Okay. Up next
Good pick.
is Brandon.
I'm
Brandon,
glad
what
we
you got?
clarified that.
I really wanted to pick Genie as my miscellaneous character, but since that's not possible now,
Mhm.
I shall pick. Shit. I'll pick my main character then.
Okay.
Since I can't pick Genie, my favorite main character is Aladdin.
Aladdin. Okay, that's a good pick also.
Aladdin. That's your main guy?
That's my main guy right there. A whole new
Main
world.
guy.
It's bringing you to a whole new world since 1990.
Yeah.
Wow. It's 60.
1990. Yeah. Plus, it's a very what's the word? Rex to riches story.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes,
We
yes,
think
yes.
alike. Yeah, you and I understand.
correct.
Yeah,
And
Rex
it's
to
like,
riches.
I feel like when growing up, right, it was one of the movies, right, where you can actually see the main character being a guy. Because at the start of the Disney, right, it's always focused on like princesses, you know?
Yes.
Like
yes.
it's always
yes.
Cinderella, Snow White. There's like the prince only come out like for like 10 minutes. Then you like, I don't even never remember I don't even know whether the prince have a name or he just called Prince Charming. You know? Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
I
all the
agree.
guys
Yeah,
all seem
yeah.
very like background. Then Aladdin came along and it's like, wow. Like, it's like
Yeah,
it's a main
character lah.
character can
Yeah.
follow. Yeah.
Correct,
Where
correct.
it didn't
Can
just
relate.
focus on just
Yeah.
one character. It's like they built a character from like the script, from scratch and like the romance of both. Yeah. So honestly, I feel like, yeah, he's really a good, one of the better main characters.
Yeah. To be honest, right, when I was looking through the research for this particular category, right, there's not like a ton of like great main characters. You know what I mean? Is you remember they're more of like plot devices to move the plot along. Yeah,
Actually,
for Disney. Something I just noticed for Disney.
I think I do kind of agree with that, but I realized that there are a lot more better main characters for live action Disney movies rather than for cartoons.
Yeah.
So
stop,
like
stop tipping pigs, please.
yeah, so I would say that lah.
Yeah. Okay. On to the next. Okay. I'm up next. Main sidekick villain miscellaneous. Okay, I will just ask this question. Does Mufasa count as a miscellaneous character?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not the main character. He's neither the
I would think
villain.
so. He's not the
Yeah.
main character.
Yeah, can
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so because in a way, he's not really a main character. He's not a sidekick. He's not a princess. He's not a villain. So yeah, I'm going to take
He's
Mufasa
crucial enough
as
to the
my
storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I think he's the number one overall miscellaneous character because specifically he's the one that sort of influences the movie and everyone remembers his voice and how he's like in the clouds and then how he guides Simba throughout to go back to Pride Rock. Yeah. So I'm very happy to take Mufasa. Plus, he's voiced by the iconic James Earl Jones, who is the the most like profound voice. He's the voice of Darth Vader, all this lah. Yeah. So
I remember when I watched this as what's the word again? In my formative phase, wow, I cried when he died.
You know you're not that old, right?
Formative.
I remember crying when he died. I'm like, wow. Then my mother was like, This one like what cartoon only when you cry, right?
Yeah. But thanks to Brandon, now everyone knows Mufasa is just a skull in Scar's layer.
A skull. Yeah.
Yeah, he ends up just a skull, bro.
Yeah, sucks, man. But also that scene where he fell down, then you can see the pain, the pain of loss. They teach you about how loss happens and then how you can handle your frustrations or run away from them. Okay, I'm happy to take Mufasa. Up next is Jin Yong. Jin Yong, what are you going to take?
Okay, so I'm going to take this main character because me dad say that this is a character that Brandon might take. I'm going to take this character that was recently how to say, his image in my mind was recently destroyed because I started reading about mythologies. So I'm picking Hercules.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Growing up, I feel that wow, Hercules is such a nice character. You know, he had semi-god powers. He did a lot of good. He's so positive and stuff. Then I started reading about mythology. It's like, wow, his life is so sad, man, because he was born from Zeus' affair, and then Hera didn't like him, and then she made him like kill his good friend, come partner, come what? Then one of the kings actually guilt tripped him into doing his child labors and whatnot. So for me personally, I don't know about other people, but for me personally, the difference between the Disney movie and the actual story in the mythologies was what made the character such a big attraction for me. Yep. Sorry for the very long explanation. Yes.
The philosophy lesson.
Not philosophy, I just like reading about mythologies recently. I don't know why.
Mythology lesson.
Yeah. Many Hercules story.
Would you have picked that, Brandon, if you didn't get Aladdin?
Hercules, I'll later on my picks, right? I'll tell you why I may not have picked him.
Oh, okay.
Not leave a spoiler. Okay. All right. Hercules is off the board. Lenny, who are you going to take next?
Oh, it's my turn already so fast.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Wow.
Picks.
So everybody picked two already, right? My turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go for the main character before somebody picks this. This is an iconic classic character that nobody can deny is related to Disney.
Mouse.
Do you all know? Sorry?
Mickey Mouse, I'm guessing Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey. Yeah.
Mickey!
Mickey, M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S. Yeah, so that's. I was thinking like, wow, what main character? I was thinking all the different stories. I think, hey, Mickey lah. He's the Disney guy, you know. I mean, he's the representative of Mickey. He's the firstborn. So Mickey.
I saw a survey online, don't know done by who, right? They did a like ranking or a popularity vote about the Disney characters, and apparently Mickey still came in first out of all the many characters.
You know why? Because it spans through all ages, man. Like people old, they also know. You talk about Hercules, what Mulan. They also don't know. Mickey,
subtle shots.
Because of Disneyland, like Disneyland really pushed Mickey.
Correct.
In the
Perpetuate
parade,
that,
yeah.
Then like when everywhere you go, you see the ears, like wow. Like,
exactly. So good, right?
Good pick.
Yeah, he's so iconic. Like
thanks.
Yeah, he's so iconic. Like his silhouette is.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like hidden, like those Easter eggs or whatever in certain shows.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a very good pick, man. Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Also, what do you think is the first thing you think of when you think of Mickey Mouse? Like the first image.
What are you thinking about?
Like the first image in your head when you think of Mickey Mouse. Like he's not really in any films. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, in the early days, I think he's quite popular.
Yeah, I always think of that scene where he's doing like cleaning the. Then he used the hands to like go and
the
Fantasia
right?
thing.
Yeah,
the wizard one.
The Fantasia
one. Yeah.
I think more of the the original one where he's like driving the boat.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the whistling one.
That's why when I think of Mickey Mouse, that's what I think of.
Yeah.
Like the Disney Channel hidden Mickey and everything.
Yeah. That's the classic man.
Yeah, the icon himself, Mickey Mouse, is off the board.
Yeah, the iconic Mickey. All right. Okay. I think
Matthew McConaughey.
I want to pick. Let's see. Okay. I'll pick a sidekick.
Okay.
And this sidekick has to be Olaf.
Oh.
Okay. Olaf is sidekick, right?
he's
yeah,
a
yeah,
sidekick.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely a sidekick.
Yeah, I think he's
Definitely.
very funny, very cute, and I like the songs that he sings.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah.
lah.
Yeah.
He's very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, the character, and he's quite funny. Yeah.
So then
He's
you're
quite
going down
lovable.
the Brandon's path for the animal pick, is it? Where you pick all the cute ones, then people will, vote for you.
The stars. He picking
No,
all the
lah.
stars.
Yeah,
like
the
the,
stars.
I'm picking all the
mega stars.
mega stars. Yeah, that's the
He came
point,
to
right?
play. He came to play today. He's Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came to play. Okay. That's a good save on Olaf. Plus, he also has a the voice actor is also a very, what's the guy's name?
Yes.
He was in the wedding, the wedding, not Wedding Crasher, the Wedding Ringer, the main character. You know, Brendan, the Kevin
Yeah,
Hart one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Wedding Ringer. Yeah. You know, remember Wedding Ringer, the Kevin Hart movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The guy
yeah,
with the specs, right? The fat guy with the specs. Yeah.
Yes. He's Olaf.
guy with the-
Yes. He's
Gabriel
I don't remember his
Iglesias.
name, man. Wow, but it's the
What?
just give me the
Josh Gad.
Yeah, Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Josh Gad. Yeah. All right, Ting Yong, you are up next. You need either a princess, a sidekick, or a miscellaneous. What are you gonna take?
I'm deciding between a sidekick and a princess. But I think I should take a leaf out of Brandon and Leonard, going to the cute route so that I get more votes and then people won't forget who I am. I am going to pick Tinkerbell. From the
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Yes.
Tinkerbell.
I just find her, I honestly don't know her. How to say? I honestly, when I was watching last time, I resonated more with Peter Pan. I didn't really understand her, like what's her role in the movie. Until I think after I grew up, then I sort of rewatched the thing. Then I sort of like think, hey, actually she has a role, sort of like being a sidekick, sort of supporting Peter Pan, and like when he's like not doing well, she's trying her best, although she's so small, kind of thing. Then I think it's like, it's the right pick lah. And plus she's cute. Okay, so that I think that's enough.
But she's a jealous sidekick. She's jealous.
Yeah, but isn't that why people like her? I mean, she's cute. She does things that are
Correct it.
Yes.
Yeah. She's a flawed sidekick, but I mean that's the whole point of her character. It's like
Correct.
Yeah, not everyone is perfect also. Plus she's jealous of Wendy. Wendy, Tinkerbell.
That's like a long ask, but anyway.
Do you all watch the live action version of this where Julia Roberts was Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hook,
right? Yeah. Julia Roberts was Tinkerbell. Yeah. I mean if yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm up next. So you main character, sidekick, or villain? Let me think. Okay, let me see who has a villain already.
Villain. Only me and Eldad.
I think Brendan doesn't have a villain, so he might take a villain next, and he might take the villain that I want. So I'm going to take a villain.
Don't.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology, is it?
Yeah. So, to be honest, I think if I were to take this villain, it would be better for you. So I'm going to take the female villain. I'm going to take Ursula. Little Mermaid.
Ursula.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can't deny that she's a horrible person. Very conniving, very, very scheming. And also she's iconic in her own way. She has a song actress also that she has a few songs in the movie also. And I think she's the only, like, true, like, has her own superpower evil female villain, correct? In Disney. Yeah. I think everyone else is mostly a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, except Cruella de Vil, which is like mainly these two are the main female villains.
Yeah. And she made Little Mermaid lose her voice.
Yes,
She's
correct.
like,
Exactly.
So sad. Yeah.
Yeah, so sad. Plus, she's just a very, like, ugly looking character. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she just looks like a villain. You can't deny that she looks like a wretched person. But I think that because I took this pick, Brendan will be able to take the villain that he wants, which will go along with his theme. Okay, so Brendan, I'll allow you to take your villain that you want to take.
The villain. Since you allowed me to pick my villain and Eldad already picked his villain, so I shall not pick my villain first.
Okay, good idea.
I am going to pick my miscellaneous character. And I feel like this is one of my favorite characters growing up, and I think he's the funny, like I feel he's one of the funniest, so I'm going to pick Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Kronk is funny.
Kronk.
Man.
Yeah, Gronk is funny.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. It's
always putting the wrong lever.
Yeah, always putting the wrong lever. Then he always have this inner monologue where he talks to he's the angel Kong and the devil Kong.
The angel and the devil Kong.
Yeah.
That's
Plus,
why
he's a nice guy. Do you know what I mean? He's just like on the wrong team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just on the wrong team. He's just like there to I'm just following orders, but
Yeah, but he's got a good heart. Yeah. Plus he's
he's
adorable.
And he's dumb and dumb humor. I feel like he's like quite a good role model for people who aren't that smart. Like, you know?
Yeah,
have a good heart.
Yeah, I agree.
Be nice, be funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good pick.
No, the Chinese call 杀人有杀夫 lah. I mean, if there's a certain, how to say, if you have of certain intelligence, then there's a certain way you can live your life also to the fullest lah.
Yeah.
That's a nice way of putting it lah. Yeah. Okay,
Lovable
become like chicken soup of the soul already. Okay.
Wait. I move my character to that.
Yeah. Well, you're more like, never mind. Okay, next up, Eldet. You are up next. You get back-to-back picks. What are you going to take?
Okay, I'm going to take a main character.
Okay.
And I'm going with the Lion King as well. I'm going to take Simba.
Okay.
Simba. That's a very good pick. Wow.
I mean, as you can see, I pick Lion King a lot because I really do love the Lion King. And I also do think that Simba as a character, right, like how he was as a cub, transitioning over to the would-be king, to the actual king, is a very, very nice story arc of growth.
Yeah.
Of growth lah. So it's like he's disobedient, then after that he's explores himself in the wild. Then after that he meets Nala, then after that he's convinced that he has to go back. So then there's a very nice story arc to like what a proper protagonist is also lah. So like he's the perfect counter to what Scar is. Yeah. So
there's a character growth lah.
Correct. So it's like if in relation to Scar, like you can see parallels. Like the moment like he took over and he finally defeated Scar, you could see like everything just come back smoothly, like to how it should be.
Yeah.
Plus he has a very, very honest story arc. So he goes like through life. Yeah, it goes as a teenager like growing pains. You grow up, then you have
correct.
Yeah, if you have difficulties in life, you have to face them head on.
And I think
the biggest how to say biggest praise that I can say for Simba or Lion King, right, is really you watch it at 5 years old or 10 years old, there's a certain feeling you have. Then when you watch it again at 20 plus, 30 plus, right, it's a different feeling, but at the same time, you can invoke some sort of emotion or some sort of
I agree.
Or like when you watch it,
correct. I agree.
And the song when they sing Hakuna Matata, where he started singing when he was a boy, right?
What a wonderful day.
Then after that, halfway there's a transition, then he sings as a young adult.
Yeah. It means no worries. All the rest of your days.
It's a problem.
That one cannot say. Even now I remember,
Everybody remembers that song, man.
Yeah, it's my favorite song growing up, sir.
Okay. You get back to back pick. What's you going to take next?
Okay, I'm going to take a princess.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pick Cinderella.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cinderella.
So, I mean, everybody
this Brandon Hing, Brandon really very Hing, Okay, Cinderella.
I mean, everybody knows Cinderella, like the sweet girl who ended up with a very bad, with a very bad stepmom, like evil stepmom. Then it's like the whole story, very patient, very kind. Then finally gets what she wanted all this time lah.
The glass shoe
lah. Then everybody remembers like the shoe fit or not. So it's a lot of iconic moments. And to me it's like when I think of like Disney princess, right, I think Cinderella like the first thing. To me lah. So
okay.
Yeah, that's what I pick.
Can't fault the pick.
Yeah. Brandon, do you agree?
Rex the richest one again.
Yeah.
You know my answer, no? What I never liked after growing up, right, I never liked any of the older princesses because it like embodies the all the wrong values you should teach your daughters, I feel.
Wow, are you part of the
very
culture?
Wait for your fairy godmother. Don't worry, you know. If you get mistreated in life, it's okay. Just continue to be nice, you know. It's okay. Life will change around for you. Like a fairy godmother will come along and like, you know, it's okay.
But isn't that like what you're supposed to be? Like carry yourself properly and be nice to others.
Yeah, but as in, like, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to teach your daughter to, like, like, to start reading, to, like, not just clean the house. Don't suddenly your life to be a maid. Yeah. Don't wait for Prince Charming to take you along, find a glass slipper, like,
Brandon, I'm sorry, but you say start reading from the guy that say Great Britain. I really think it's quite a funny thing.
Hey, who doesn't like books? Who doesn't like books?
The shot.
Sorry.
The shot really funny.
The fact that, you see, right, the only reason why I got confused by Great Britain is because I read the books. If I didn't read the books, I wouldn't even care who the person was.
Good point.
Good point.
Oh, this one I cannot.
Yeah. What about ricochet shot? Oh my god. From like, don't know how far away. Can I
The
shoot
shot
like that?
really far.
Like a sniper,
friendly
far away.
fire.
Choo, eh.
Yeah. But Brendan, you don't have any time to recover because you are up next. Brendan, what are you going to take?
Wow. Actually, I just want to check. Did Lenny and Jin Yong pick their princesses already?
Not yet.
Jin Yong did not.
Supposed to pick.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not yet.
Len picked, right?
Lenny picked Elsa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jin Yong did not.
Wow, should I pick my villain first? Wow, Lenny haven't picked his villain. Wow, what a tough choice.
Okay, to put your mind at ease, I think the princess I'm going to pick is likely not going to be a princess.
Likely not going to be a princess or your princess.
Oh, your princess, yeah. Because I'm going to pick something that how to say the movie came out when there was no such thing as cultural appropriation.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I feel like mine. I feel like mine will be okay. Okay, so I shall pick my villain first. And it's, honestly, I feel like the villain, it's the funniest lah. Like, honestly, it's the most likable villain that I felt when growing up, right? And I felt like he stole the show, and that's the reason why I was saying, I'll explain later. It's Hades from Hercules.
Oh, This is nice.
I didn't think you would take this villain. Honestly,
Oh, is
I
it?
thought you were going to take something else.
No, I want to pick him because honestly, he's the funniest, and even
Yeah, he's
like,
funny.
he,
He's
at
very
that point of time when like sarcasm wasn't really that like, in yet, then like he was so sarcastic, and he was like, as a villain, he's so like such a likable character where he is a lot more interesting compared to I felt like compared to the Hercules character, because Hercules there's not much character he can show because he's very standard, like he's just a typical like protagonist. Yeah, so honestly, right, for Hades, right, you see, even when he was terrorizing people, like honestly, he's supposed to be like the god of death, like in charge of the netherworld, and he's like such a scary character. But even when terrorizing people, like trying to terrorize people, right, he made it so funny and he made it so lighthearted that, like, as a kid show, like I felt like it's like a villain that you can like at the same time. It really is a villain. He went completely against Hercules, where he even made the Hercules love interest like sort of like die. Then after he had to go overcome so many things. So honestly, I felt like wow. It was so interesting. As a kid, you just like, oh wow, when he's blue, he's calm. When he's angry, he turns red color.
Yeah, that was Disney's way of making him very cute, lah. Honestly, yeah. So, because honestly, right. Sorry to Brandon to cut your train of thought, yeah. But because when I read Greek mythology, right, I actually felt sorry for Hades rather than like growing up, hating him because he went against Hercules. Because when actually Zeus fought the Titans and won, when he built Olympus, right, Hades was actually excluded from Olympus. He was given the land of the hell. Yeah, so actually I felt very bad for him. Yeah, then when he finally found a wife that he liked, right, and he asked like Zeus to give him the wife, right, then he says, "No, this one is my sister's daughter." So like Persephone, right, they had to strike an agreement and say, okay, Persephone can only be your wife for half the time of the year. So because her mother is Demeter, which is the goddess of agriculture, right, that's why we have 4 seasons, because every time her daughter goes to hell, right, then all the agriculture thing she will lose her interest, she'll be sad, then she won't bless the people in agriculture. That's why we have 4 seasons now. That's why agriculture is only for about 1 or 2 seasons only. Okay, anyway, sorry, useless knowledge again. But anyway, I felt sorry for Hades, that's the point of the story. Yeah.
Another mythology lesson by Jin Yong.
Mythology info dump.
Yeah, yeah, Hades. I did not think you were going to take this villain, to be frank. I thought you were going to take another villain. Yeah,
that's why you didn't want to pick Hercules. Yeah. But
interesting. Okay, I'm up next. Oh, I'm really I cannot decide whether to take the main character or the sidekick, because I got a okay. Everyone take a sidekick already. Okay, everyone to a sidekick. So I can hold it off to later. Main character. Oh, everyone took a main character also. So I only left the two categories that no one took. So I can like use my train of thought. Does Jack Sparrow count as a main character?
This one, this is the one thing that I wanted to ask. Because the thing is, I have a very big thing about thinking of, because Jack Sparrow was originally in my miscellaneous, then I moved him to main character.
Oh. Yeah. So he counts, right, as a main character?
No, that's the thing. Because
for the first movie, he wasn't the main character.
He counts as the main character for the later movies, right? But the early part is a miscellaneous. He's actually like a miscellaneous character.
Yeah, really?
Because the first trilogy, it was focused on Will Turner and Elizabeth
Will Turner and the two of them.
Yeah, so it was like later on then he's the main character.
Yeah, no, I feel he wouldn't be the first three movie. Right, he isn't a miscellaneous character. He's the sidekick.
Villain. Even villain, if you ask me, yeah.
But the thing is,
not really villain is more of like the Barbatos.
Then,
is it Barbatos? Yeah.
Barbatos.
But I don't know.
Then can I pick him as a sidekick?
Yeah, I think sidekick is okay.
So is it okay if I put him as a sidekick?
Yes, I think it's okay.
I think so. Yeah. I think he
qualifies
as sidekick
for the first three movie.
Yeah. To be honest, he's the main selling point. He's the advertising of the whole Pirates of the Caribbean storyline. Yeah. Plus,
but will you say he's a sidekick because he does flip between like the good and bad side at times? He's like more beneficial to what he wants most of the time.
True.
But that's why he likes, right? Yeah. But he doesn't really qualify as a villain, you know. He's just like those clumsy, it's like those clumsy psychic that you don't even know whether sometimes they try to help you, but then in the end they just end up making your life more difficult. Yeah.
I think that Jack Sparrow himself has a sidekick.
Yeah, he does have a sidekick. Yeah,
which is he does have a sidekick, like that old man.
Oh, the old man, I consider him a miscellaneous, really.
Yeah. He's more miscellaneous. Yeah. To be honest, Johnny, the Jack Sparrow sidekick is the monkey. The other Jack, right? The other Jack. the small little Jack.
Are you giving away picks for free now?
Yeah, if you want to pick that monkey, sure. There's another monkey that you can take.
I don't know the monkey's name.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll put him as a sidekick. Yes. Okay. Now that I'm the only one that hasn't taken main character yet, right? Initially, for sidekick, I really have no one else to take already, because it's like I was thinking, can I pick like what Stitch from Lilo and Stitch? Does he count as a sidekick?
But Stitch is the main character.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Stitch is the main character.
Stitch is the main character.
Yeah. So Stitch will be a main character. Right. Yeah. So like for instance, another like Baymax, is he a sidekick?
Wow. That's a good question. Yeah, sidekick.
I would think Baymax is a sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick.
Because the main character is the boy.
But Big Hero 6 is a Disney movie, man?
It's a Disney.
It's not a Pixar movie. It's not a Pixar movie. It's a Disney movie. It's not a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Moana, also the what's the Rock's character? What's his name?
Sidekick.
That's a sidekick also, right? Okay. Yeah. But okay, I'm very happy to take Jack Sparrow as my sidekick because I don't know who else to take as the sidekick. Okay, up next is Tiyong. Tiyong, who are you going to take?
I shall take Princess. Yeah, I'll take Princess. And like I promised Brandon, I'm going to pick somebody that that was popular before there was this woke culture thing, and there was this what word did I use just now? Culture appropriation. Yes. I'm going to pick Pocahontas.
Oh, you're going to pick Pocahontas? Oh, wow.
Yes. Because the reason why I say it's cultural appropriation was because it was a show, it was a movie or a show about this Native Americans, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually they made it very romantic, like all the Americans come in, not of course to invade lah, but they make this character fall in love with this Native American thing, and then have a lot of good songs, this kind of thing, and then make it very romantic lah. So yeah, I didn't know that there was so much history behind it until I grew up and read about it. So anyway, I'm picking Pocahontas because of I think the how romantic they made it, and I think she's the one of the top tier, maybe A- princess. Yeah,
we had
a tier list
on the Copy Bros.
Yeah, but Pocahontas wasn't on the debate lah. Wasn't on the debate. We both agreed where she should be.
Yeah, we
B plus.
Yeah. My wife is very happy that you picked Pocahontas, Jiyong. Because she dressed up as Pocahontas for Halloween. Then I told her that Pocahontas is a C-tier princess. She wasn't very happy.
Oh, what's so sad? I mean, I can understand you all put B, but C-tier very sad.
Oh, trust us. On the show, it wasn't even B. It was like almost D. It was almost a D.
Oh no.
Honestly, I mean, I won't think of Pocahontas when I think Disney princess lah. Like really, it's like maybe like later on after you go through the iconic few, right? Then Pocahontas will come up.
I feel like the only reason why you should remember is because of her song "Colors of the Wind," which is such a good song, right?
But it's a very good song.
Wow, it's a very very good song. But without a song, right, I wouldn't even know who.
Brendan.
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the newborn wind? Not newborn.
Not
I forget what is it.
In the blue corn moon?
Blue corn moon, right?
Blue corn moon.
Oh, yes.
What is a blue corn moon?
Yes. I have no idea.
Corn has like a lot of I don't know.
Okay, enough, Brendan. Okay, next. All right. My wife, she's off camera. She corrected me and said that it was not for Halloween. It was for D&D. For her.
Okay.
Yeah. For those that care. Okay, next up is...
It's okay. Pocahontas, in my heart, you're A-list. Don't listen to these people. C-list, D-list, no. In my heart, you're A-list.
Pocahontas, okay.
Wherever you are.
Okay, now, okay. Brendan is the only one that didn't take a princess. Okay, so we'll leave off the princess stuff later. Okay, up next is Lenny. You get back-to-back picks to round off your team. You need a villain and you need a miscellaneous.
Okay, here goes. I will pick the villain first.
Mm-hmm.
And okay lah. I think I have to go with the. Wait lah. What is it that I want to pick? Oh, sorry. I will go with again another iconic classic character.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not wrong, I think she is the first villain.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Disney. Yeah,
that's a good pick.
It's none other than the old lady with the apple. The evil queen.
Evil Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
That's a very good pick.
Yeah, I think again, it's like lah. I mean, because like you talk about like what you call it, like female evil villain, right? Like the first thing comes, it's that old witch with the apple.
Yeah, with the apple.
That comes to mind. The apple thing, right? So she's the only one with the apple, right? I think. Yeah.
But she's the one that I feel like the more prominent scene would be when she was talking to the magic mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah, that too. That was
Yeah,
but when she was giving the apple was when she was very ugly.
That was an evil moment.
Make it more horrific. Whereas the mirror, she looked quite good looking now. So.
Yeah, but for this graphic, do you want me to put the ugly apple lady or the queen with?
Put the ugly apple.
Put the ugly apple lady.
Make it as horrible as possible.
Put
it more villainy. To invoke certain emotions in people.
Yeah. Or if you could even like superimpose the mirror and the behind lucky best. Anyway.
Yeah, can. I'll do it with the background still on like the fully done together. Okay, you need a miscellaneous Leonard to run off your team. Who are you going to?
Yes, and this one I don't know if you all even think about this cartoon or whatever. This is one of my favorite characters, and growing up, and I think I love it. I mean, like even like the stuffed toys, a lot of kids love, and he has this typical. He makes this typical. He has this like signature move and sound.
No, Leonard, don't do it. No.
Tigger.
Tigger. Okay.
Yeah. See, y'all never think of that. Winnie the Pooh, right? Actually, Winnie the Pooh, I didn't realize it's also Disney, but actually,
no, yes. Winnie the Pooh is Disney.
I love. Tigger will be my miscellaneous because he's not really the main Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not really a sidekick also. He's part of the crew.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he's part of the
crew. Correct.
He's part of the crew.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm not sure who. Okay, Winnie the Pooh will be the main, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So his sidekick will be what? Eeyore or Piglet?
Christopher Robin.
Oh, interesting.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think it's more. I think his best friend is Piglet. Correct?
Yeah, I think it's more
Piglet or
Piglet.
Eeyore? I can't remember.
Yes.
Piglet, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But
no
do you
one's
want-
Eeyore's
yeah.
best friend.
Yeah.
Eeyore just wants to be
But
left
do you know
alone.
that for Winnie the Pooh, right, when you're growing up, right, then a lot of people
Yeah.
actually, when they look back on Winnie the Pooh, right, it actually embodies like mental illness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like each character actually represents a certain
Like mental
like
illness,
a, I mean,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like Winnie the
So
Pooh
you
is
said like
gluttony.
Eating
correct?
disorder. Yeah, eating disorder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Eeyore is depression.
Depression.
Yeah.
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 Piglet-
Tigger is
Then the
probably like
Piglet-
ADHD.
Yeah,
Attention.
Tigger-
Oh,
yeah,
that is true. That
ADHD.
is true.
Then,
Yeah. The rabbit is what's
OCD,
that? Like,
OCD.
yeah, OCD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Christopher Robin is who the doctor ah?
Schizo.
Rabbit.
They say he's
Oh,
Oh,
schizo.
schizo. Okay.
Schizo.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Piglet,
Because like they actually suspect that actually Christopher Robin is schizo, right? All these animals are just like in his
Figment of
mind.
his
Imagination.
Yeah, figment of imagination, correct.
Well,
Okay.
Because Piglet is anxiety
Yeah.
anxiety disorder.
Piglet's
Because he's always very nervous, always very nervous. Then the owl is like
Owl?
very narcissistic, like very narcissistic disorder. Like someone that is like always like like always
Okay,
like,
okay.
inward looking. Yeah,
Yeah. Inward looking.
Okay.
Selfish.
yeah.
Yeah. But you took the ADHD. The Tigger.
Well,
Yeah. Good for you.
Okay.
Next up,
Hang on,
Ji
hang
Yong.
on.
You need a miscellaneous also. Are you going to take a Eeyore or something?
Hey,
Goofy.
Goofy. You picked that out of, sorry, you took a leaflet out of my book. No lah. Actually, yeah. I think when you all see my reaction when Leonard picked the Tigger and how relieved I was, right? Then yeah. Actually, I want to pick Eeyore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because-
Really?
Yeah, I was really going to pick Eeyore. It was either Eeyore or I was
That's
deciding between
interesting.
that
Why Eeyore?
or the one of the seven dwarfs.
which one?
Yeah.
Grumpy.
Dumpy.
One of the seven
Yeah,
dwarfs.
exactly.
But
But because
Dumpy,
seven,
man,
I couldn't choose the most prominent one. Then I thought I was going to lose in the post or something. Then I already
I think
lost
the most
to Hunter,
prominent
so-
dwarf is the Doopy, right? Correct?
Dumpy,
correct,
Dumpy,
not
yeah,
Dumpy.
Dumpy, But anyway, I
Doopy or
went with
Grumpy?
Eeyore.
Dumpy or Grumpy? I would say Grumpy.
Okay,
Yeah.
according to Google, it's Doopy lah. Or Dopey lah, whatever. lah.
Because yes, his look is more what's the word, discernible. You can tell that that guy. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So,
Doopy.
but anyway, I chose Eeyore because I saw the post for the past few weeks and I decided people like cute things, so Eeyore works.
Yeah, okay. That's
Eeyore
good
cute.
one,
Although I don't really see what's so cute about him lah. I mean,
That's right.
he has a tail that comes out all the time. So
Yeah. Yeah. He's a cute character.
but
Lah.
anyway.
He's definitely a cute character.
yeah. And I think people can sort of relate to him in the sense that sometimes we need some me time, some alone
Yeah.
time, but at the same
I
time we
agree.
have friends that can show us concern by reaching out to us, however loner we might be, this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
true.
he stands for something good also lah.
Plus, everyone always likes Eeyore. They don't dislike him. But the other characters, like you might not like them. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
might not like
yeah,
the rabbit,
true,
you might,
true,
but everyone
true.
likes Eeyore.
Yeah, Tigger also what? People like Tigger what?
Yeah. People like Tigger. Plus, Tigger, he has his own movie. Right?
Yeah.
His own
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, the Tigger
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's always very happy, very positive, very
Yeah.
bouncy.
Yeah.
A bit too energetic. Okay. I have a little bit of both in
Settled.
everyone. Okay, I'm going to pick my main character to keep this Winnie the Pooh streak going on. I'm going to take Winnie the Pooh, which is my
Yay.
Winnie the Pooh. Gotta get that
Wow,
money.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now that I've listed off everyone has a main character. It was between him or Tarzan, but
Oh yes, Tarzan.
Ooh.
yeah. But I think Winnie the Pooh is more symbolic. In
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
guys,
honey-
quick question.
Yeah.
You prefer Tarzan or Jungle Book?
Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Jungle
I prefer Tarzan.
Tarzan. But I do love
prefer
I
the
prefer
jungle.
Tarzan.
But I do love the jungle.
Yeah, I like the Jungle Book because of the bear. I was going to pick the bear.
Baloo.
Oh yeah, the
Baloo.
bear.
Oh, Blue.
Baloo.
Okay.
Baloo.
Plus, the Jungle Book has a really nice. Yeah. Really love that song, the Bare
Yeah.
Necessities. Okay.
Oh,
I'm happy
okay,
to take Winnie the Pooh. Get some.
Winnie the Pooh.
My team not very cute, so I need to add one cute. Like have one cute main character.
Cute bear.
Yeah, I need a cute bear to save my team. Okay, I'm next, Brandon. Are you gonna pick someone to pair with Aladdin?
Of course not. I'm going to pick my favorite princess.
Really? You're not gonna pick someone
yeah.
to pair?
Honestly, the princess, yeah lah. The go-to choice, honestly, would have been Jasmine.
Yeah.
But I have to, like I said, these picks are literally all my favorites. Like, you know, Hades, there's probably a lot of better villains, and I could have picked even better characters, but all these are like my favorite characters. So for a princess, I have to say my favorite of all time princess, right, is
Tiana. I knew it, Brandon. Good one. I'm gonna write that down.
Tiana.
Okay.
I didn't even know her name was Tiana.
Yeah.
It's Tangled. It's from Rapunzel from Tangled.
Rapunzel.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rapunzel.
okay.
Nice song.
Yeah.
Rapunzel,
Because honestly,
Rapunzel.
and honestly, Sleeping Beauty before, not what's Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel before, like, I believe there was a previous cartoon, and actually Tangled was a remake of it. So that, and honestly, they did such a good job that honestly people could, I know when people think of like Rapunzel, right, they straight away think of like the Tangled, you know, and it's such an underrated movie of like its time, like, you know, like, every single character is funny, like, you know, the main character I wanted to choose was him, you know, like, the Fly Rider, Flynn Rider, yeah.
Flynn Rider. Yeah.
Flynn Rider,
The
yeah.
Smolder. The Smolder.
Smolder. I'm going to turn on the Smolder.
We had a debate about this on Kopi Bros. Can you all help us settle this debate, right? Who is more elite? Is it Elsa or is it Rapunzel?
Elsa.
Elsa.
There's no way Rapunzel
down.
beats Elsa, bro. You cannot put that into an argument.
Brandon, would you like to
I'm gonna smack you down with
What
this.
comparison is that, man?
I'm telling you, right. You look at you look at the storyline itself. If you take away like the iconic, like, you know, like the fact that they are very popular, yes. But you see, right, when you look at the storyline itself, right, Elsa, like, almost killed the sister, barely become like emo. Then, like, when things get tough, she left the kingdom, but in shambles, and just left as the queen. She left the kingdom in shambles and just go into the mountain and just sing a song. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? Oh, I'm sad. Let me go to the mountain, sing a song, build a castle there. Like, okay lah. This is how I run away from my problems. You know, like when I experience difficulties in life, right, I go into the forest and sing a song, and then I'm like,
the thing is, right, that is actually how people actually do behave in real life. What?
Correct, but we are looking for princess to look up to, not like, we're not looking for people to be like us, you know.
You're looking for princess to be relatable, what? If you say you want a princess to look up to, right, then I don't think Rapunzel will be the one that I want to look up to.
If I want a relatable character, right? Oh, that's a miscellaneous character right there, man. Like, there are a lot of miscellaneous characters I feel that's very relatable. You know, like people who are flawed, you know, those are miscellaneous characters. Princesses should be embodies like, wow. Like, this is the kind of daughter I want, like, I want my daughter to be like, you know, not like be emo, cold. Let it go, let what go? Let yourself go.
Brandon. Just because, can I just say, just because Rapunzel was up in the tower all the time, that doesn't means you have to look up to her, okay?
No,
doesn't mean we have to look up to her, please.
Yeah.
Don't be mistaken. She is stuck in that room. What character? What's so special about her?
It, right? Even though she was stuck in a character in a tower, right, it's locked up with almost a crazy person, right? But when someone came along, right, she took that leap of faith to leave a tower, right, go on an adventure, right, and touch so many people's life, right. She went into a tavern filled with villains, right, and they were thinking that she'll be scared, right, but she wasn't. In the end, she changed all their lives, and that's where you get the song "I Had a Dream," you know, like I had a dream. She inspired dreams in all those villains, you know, like all those villains they thinking like, wow, honestly, I'm telling you.
Wait, but then didn't Elsa also just
go?
go? But then Elsa also left her ice tower. What? Then she also went back to go and take care of the
because
kingdom.
She also helped people.
Because she
helped
almost
the entire kingdom, you know.
She helped the entire kingdom after almost killing them. Like, oh my gosh, like, wow, thanks guys.
The story that you're talking about. What? It's
like, do you think the same thing as I take Rapunzel, right? Almost like I stab the person in his the stomach, right? Oh my gosh, do you know I can heal you with my magic hair? Like, huh? Right. You think about it. I almost freeze the entire kingdom. Then I thought, okay, like, I need to save you all. Like, I come back now.
Yeah. I think the main difference between me and Brandon when we did this like Kopi Bros, like the comparison, is that Brandon was looking for more of the character. I was looking more at the iconic. The overall factor of the character itself. So I think it's very undeniable to say that Elsa is not a icon because all the little, I mean, you go out to any Halloween, you see all the little kids, they all dress up as Elsa and it's the same character. But I'm sorry, Brandon, no one dresses up like Rapunzel.
She's not as
A lot
popular,
of people,
man.
honestly,
Yeah,
a lot
she's
of people, and there's so many weddings I go to, right? It's always like Tangled theme nowadays. It's getting
Really?
the hype that it deserves.
How many weddings you
It's
know?
getting the hype that
How
it
many?
deserves.
How many weddings you go that got Tangled theme?
3.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
It's really 3. And literally the song, especially I feel like, honestly, the song is like top tier there, man. Wow, top tier.
Oh, it's a nice
Top
song.
tier
It's a very nice song.
Tangled, yes,
Yeah.
I agree. That's my one of my
At last I
favorite
see the
songs.
light. Whoo, I see the light. Many more.
Yeah, many more.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's not that. It's not
yeah,
that
yeah,
we
okay.
don't like Tangled. It's just that if you were to compare
you
princess
compare
to princess,
exactly.
yes, yeah.
No, but you can't can't tell me that when watching the movie, right? No, I understand that it's an icon. I think like honestly, if you're talking about iconic, right? Frozen is of course a much more iconic movie. Elsa is a
Yes,
much more
right.
iconic princess. But the thing is, when you as adults, when you watch the movie, do you like Elsa more than you like Rapunzel?
No, I don't. But I also see I account for the fact that she's like a role model to so many young kids. All this lah.
Yeah, but when you're talking about
it adds value to her valuation on this lah. So I would
Yeah.
still think that she's more elite than
No, but
personal
I-
opinion,
because
personal opinion.
simply because
Yeah.
also Rapunzel isn't very well known. Not in comparison to a lot of the other Disney princesses. Yeah.
Okay,
Jin
but
Yong?
personally, for me, since we are on this topic about how adults look at Elsa and Rapunzel, right? Because I think for me as adult, I think it's a more difficult decision for Elsa to make to go back after she has stepped out, as compared to like Rapunzel saying that I'm going to take this leap of faith now. Yeah, so I think that moment about like me choosing to turn back, me admitting I made a mistake, I think at least for me as an adult, right? I mean, for kids, maybe quite easy, right? You can ask scolded by parents, or let's say you realize you are wrong, you think you apologize, tomorrow things are better. Right? I think, but for me as an adult, I really think it's something very, very difficult to admit that I did something wrong, I'm going to make up to it. And the weight of responsibility as a queen to go back. Yeah, for me,
Basically, she had to
personally.
win back her own kingdom.
Yes.
honestly, right?
So,
Letting it go. Tell you.
Just let it go,
Tell you
man.
what is
Let
what
it
is
go.
other, right?
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let one go.
Let one go. I don't believe it.
okay. Let Brandon have the last
Okay, last
sentence
say.
before we move on to the next.
Let me tell you why it will be like why honestly, like, of course that's like a queen perspective, but let's say I'm talking about character wise, right? As a woman, right? Honestly, one of the reasons why I found Elsa not as likable is because honestly, when you talk about princess, especially when you watch a Disney movie, right? You want to like fall in love, like you want to like see how the person fall in love. That's the whole point of like a Disney, like like
It's the magic moment, lah.
It's a magic moment, yeah. So like I found like the whole movie, like there's no that magic moment. And when else for Tangled there was, when there were lanterns and everything. But besides the fact, right, the growth moment, right, is that imagine, right, you realize that the person who raised you is crazy and someone who wants to steal you away from the parents, right? But you chose to go with her, right? Telling her that as long as you can save the person that you love, right? As long as you can save him, right? I don't mind giving up my life for you. Giving up my life to just so that he can live, right, and I just be your magical hair to just make sure you live the eternity as long as possible, But honestly, I was like, wow, what the sacrificial love right there.
Okay, good point.
But that's very cliche, the love thing. A lot of fairy tales all have this love thing. So there's
No,
nothing.
but there's
No X factor.
there's no
Yeah,
movie, right, that the girl gave up put a point to give up her life for her love. Like, you understand?
God. Mulan.
Which other? Mulan didn't die for her love. She died for her country. She tried to die for her country. That's a very different. It's like,
she sacrificed herself for her father. What?
That's not love. That's parental love. I'm talking about.
Still love. Still love.
Yeah.
But I also think that the messaging for Elsa is not necessarily that like you need love. It's the idea that as a woman you can be powerful, but you can also you don't necessarily need to depend on a man. Do you know what I mean? I guess that's the point of that movie specifically, and that's why so many young girls they sort of
Identify
captured by her
which I feel like is a very bad message, because like then you see there's more and more growing singles, and only when they turn 30 plus, and like, oh my gosh, it's a bit too late already. Then life.
This is a.
This one is a message from the authorities, lah. Okay.
But Brandon, that's why you say you want your children to look I mean, like, look after themselves, right? To be able to stand on their own and all that just now. Right? So then,
But I want my children to give birth to children as well. You know, to believe in love, to not be like believe that they can do it on their own, everything on their own. You know, so it's like a good mixture. Like
that's a good point.
Yeah, like someone who's strong enough to be on their own, but choose to be together with someone. Yeah?
But how you know the next installation of the next Frozen will not have a prince?
Wow.
Frozen 2 became like Frozen 2 it became like an anime show where they got like some like they like riding a magical horse on water in the sea.
Okay.
Oh, do you watch Frozen 2?
All right.
No, do you watch Frozen 2? Honestly, Frozen 2, honestly, I like Frozen 2 much more than Frozen 1. Because honestly, I feel like Frozen 2 was like really made for adults, like an older crowd. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now that you got that debate out of the way.
Wow.
Next up, Eldad, you get your last pick to round off this draft. What are you going to take for your miscellaneous?
Okay, I'm sticking with my Lion King theme. I'm gonna pick Zazu as my miscellaneous character.
Zazu.
To be really honest, right? Like of the entire Lion King, right? Like he's probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's
very loyal to the family lah. So he's like Mufasa's right hand. He watches over Simba even though he doesn't want to, even though he's scared. He's held captive by Scar.
Oh,
and then every time he's always given a task, right? He always just carries out through. So he's the definition of like a loyal character. Loyal character, right? But I wouldn't consider him a sidekick because he's not prominent enough in like critical
he's not
moments of the movie. So he's like a loyal character, but he's not prominent enough that he's there in critical moments of the movie. To define him as a sidekick. So I will pick Zazu as my miscellaneous character.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Voiced by Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Right.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson. For a man that doesn't talk his whole life, he talks as a Zazu. Everyone remembers his voice as Zazu. So. He sings I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts sitting in a... Correct? Big ones, small ones. Yeah.
Small ones, some as big as your head.
Yeah, Zazu.
So actually, Lion King had a lot of very memorable characters.
Yeah, a lot of memorable characters. Okay, now I'm just going to read off our themes and then we can go into honorable mentions and then discuss. For Leonard, your main character is Mickey Mouse. Your princess is Elsa. Your sidekick is Olaf. Your villain is the witch. The queen, right? Should I say the queen or the witch?
Yeah.
The evil queen.
It's the evil queen.
The evil queen.
The evil queen. And your miscellaneous character is Tigger. For Jin Yong, your main character is Hercules. Your princess is Pocahontas. Your sidekick is Tinkerbell. Your villain is Cruella de Vil. I really wanted Cruella de Vil. Okay, your miscellaneous character is Eeyore. For myself, my main character is Winnie the Pooh. My princess is Belle. My sidekick is Jack Sparrow. My villain is Ursula. And my miscellaneous character is Mufasa. Okay, for Brendan, your main character is Aladdin. Your princess is Rapunzel. Sidekick is Mushu. Villain is Hades. And your miscellaneous character is Kronk. I just love that. Kronk. Yeah. Happy you picked him. Okay, for Eldad, your main character is Simba. Your princess is Cinderella. Your sidekick is Genie. Your villain is Scar. And your miscellaneous character is Zazu. Now that you got out of the way, let's go into some honorable mentions. Was there any characters that you wanted to take in specific categories?
I know Midet thought I will pick this. I know that Midet thought I will pick this. Is Gaston.
No, not Gaston, bro.
Gaston.
Not Gaston.
Not Gaston.
Yeah, no.
I honestly think Gaston is a good villain.
Yeah, he's a good villain. He's a good villain. He also has a iconic villain song. The No One Looks Like Gaston. No One. Yeah. It's an iconic song.
Gaston.
But the thing is that you had the opportunity, right, to just go full Aladdin. So you could have picked Jasmine and you could have picked Jafar.
Jafar.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought if
honestly, Jafar is a good pick.
Yeah, Jafar is a good pick. He's a very iconic villain.
He's an iconic villain, yeah. But I felt like, honestly, it's things that growing up, right, felt like, the movies that really shown, like the characters that really shown out of the movies, like Hades, Kronk.
Yeah. You went for what you like. Yeah. Which is
I got honorable mention for a villain. I wanted on my list. It was Captain Hook.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, that was one of mine.
That's quite
Captain
iconic also.
Hook. Captain Hook was like one of the honorable mentions. But he's like he's just out for revenge, man.
But honestly, now you think back, right? When you Captain Hook as in Peter Pan, right?
Yeah, Peter Pan.
correct.
Yeah.
But now that you think back, right? I always, like when you're growing up, right? Now as a father, right? You start to think like, isn't Peter Pan a villain? Like he's stealing the
He's a
kids from
villain.
in their sleep.
To me,
yeah,
I
he's
think
a
he's a
villain.
villain. Yeah.
Peter Pan is a villain because it's like he's stealing kids in their when they're sleeping in their own home. Can you imagine the parents? They come to the room, they're just like, where did my kids
Where's my
go?
kid?
Like missing,
Where's my kid?
straight missing child. Like for one or 2 weeks, they're gone. Wow.
And not only that, if you think about it, how old is Peter Pan actually? Correct?
Oh,
Maybe he's
forever
like
not
100
aging.
of years old. Yeah. Because he can't grow up, but. Yeah. And he's
Yeah,
taking
so
little
he's
kids out the
collecting
window.
friends. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, just questionable.
Villain right there.
Just bring up.
So Captain Hook is actually
Yeah,
the hero
but-
trying to prevent Peter Pan from stealing these kids.
Yeah. Capping out the Lost Boys.
But main,
also.
but main characters like other ones is like I have Pinocchio as one.
Oh, Pinocchio, yeah.
Ooh,
Pinocchio as
now you
one,
think
and then
Simba's a better pick.
yeah,
Yeah,
but the
100%.
thing is that if because I had a lot of like live action ones, but then since Simba was on the board, like Simba was my number one, so I'm just gonna take Simba. So, yeah, Simba. But I wanted to. Other there was also Goofy, like because one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies as a kid was an extremely
Oh
Goofy movie.
yes, Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy movie.
Goofy
Yeah.
was on my
Goofy
miscellaneous
movie,
as well.
Goofy is like one of my favorite, like
Yeah.
my favorite like characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, will you
Timon and
will you
Pumbaa
have
also,
term like
lah.
his son Max as the main character, or will you term
It
him
depends
as
on
a
the movie
miscellaneous?
though.
I think it's a,
It
I think
depends
it's a
on the movie. Like
miscellaneous.
if you're talking extremely Goofy movie, Max might be the main character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Timon and Pumbaa. This one I must say. So sad.
Yeah, Timon
Yeah.
and Pumbaa.
Timon and
Honestly,
Pumbaa is
uh,
Yeah, but I really feel
Also
that you
pick
cannot take
Pumbaa,
both.
actually.
Because it's, if you think about it, you will have gotten one more extra person.
Extra
In your-
guy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean like that's why that's why I open it up again and say that if let's say it swings over, right?
Yeah.
Then I will have taken. Then Brandon gave me his beloved pick. That is Genie.
Genie. But okay,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
he
have been able to
handed
pick.
it
I
to
wouldn't
me
have-
on a platter.
I wouldn't have been able to pick him also. I wanted to pick him as a miscellaneous character.
But you
But
you were
he's
like
more of a
directly after me.
Definitely more of a sidekick to me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sidekick.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so for me,
there's
right?
so many sidekicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Abu,
lot of
Magic Carpet. Yeah.
I think Abu is not.
Rafiki.
Yeah, Rafiki is
No,
also.
go ahead.
Rafiki is more
Yeah.
miscellaneous. He's just like a
Rafiki is a miscellaneous character.
like a witch doctor. He just turns up, then he rub the coconut.
Guys, I got one question.
Rafiki put the thing on the head of the.
I got one question. This one before we conclude. I was reading up like miscellaneous characters, right? Do you consider the Magic Carpet a character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
miscellaneous
yes.
character.
Yes, miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Yes.
You
Character.
consider him a character? Oh.
That would have been a very cute pick and good pick also.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
he was on my list, but just that I was like thinking like it's like he is a character, but he's technically
Non-verbal.
also not a character.
True.
He's
Yeah.
got his
But
own.
he has a personality. He or
Yeah.
she has a personality.
Won't be my
Yeah,
top
yes,
choice lah,
definitely.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah. Actually, I got one honorable mention. Is I think I guess it would be under miscellaneous. Dory from Nemo.
Oh, cannot.
No, she's
Oh,
sidekick.
no. Cannot.
Oh,
That's
why?
that's
Yeah,
Pixar.
she's sidekick.
Pixar. That's Pixar.
No, but it's Disney leh. Disney
No, it's
Pixar.
Pixar.
No.
No, Finding
It's
Nemo is
Pixar.
Pixar.
Finding Nemo is
Really?
Pixar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
good
we're going to be
you
doing
said
a Pixar draft down the line.
Wait, but I thought I saw it. Oh, really? Yeah. It's
No, but
Pixar.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
Finding
term
Nemo is
Dory
the-
as a miscellaneous character though. She's
She's a
at least a sidekick. Yeah.
Nemo, Dory's a
She
sidekick.
is?
Dory's a sidekick.
She's a psychic.
I think Nemo's more of a miscellaneous character than Dory is.
Yes.
That is true.
Dory is not main character.
Oh, Nemo lah.
Although Nemo's name is on the movie.
Nemo is
Nemo
the-
themselves.
character.
Yeah.
Like,
Nemo's the main
I always think
character, right?
Yeah,
Well,
like Finding
Nemo-
Nemo, like Nemo's more.
Nemo is a
Nemo's
miscellaneous character. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is, to me, he's a miscellaneous character.
Yeah. That movie
But
also
when I
got a lot
watched
of
back the
miscellaneous
last part,
Mm.
yeah.
I'm
But you watch
surprised
back the
none of
last
you.
part, right? Wow, it will really put tears in your eyes when you have a son, yeah. Wow, I swear. I didn't watch the whole movie, right? Like, they literally just showed me, like, I went to my friend's house, like, they showed just the last 5 minutes of the show, right? When when Nemo, like told the bus to stop, and then he flew back to the father, like, to hug the father, right? And say, I love you, Dad. Like, wow! My heart just like, wow! Don't do this to me now. I'm at my friend's house, don't cry.
Yeah. Only Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm quite surprised none of us picked Mulan #1
Yes.
and Stitch.
Yeah.
Stitch. I was quite surprised nobody picked Stitch because I thought Stitch is such a cute and I don't know some this very cute thing and very like how to say bizarrely designed character that nobody picked. Yeah.
Oh, hi,
maybe because
family.
like Stitch was probably on most of our list, right? But just that when we pick our pick, right, then you see what's available, right? If your primary pick is still available, right, you will take your primary pick.
Yeah. He's like the backup. The backup pick.
I should have picked Stitch as my princess because none of us can be sure that it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah. Actually, I want to see where I pick Stitch as my first pick for main character.
Actually, that's true. Like,
Stitch is definitely a boy.
Settled, I think he's a boy.
No, he's definitely a boy because he likes the
boy.
color. He likes the pink color.
Correct. Yeah,
the pink color Stitch, which is obviously a girl. Yeah. All right. So that was our Disney draft. If you like that video, please remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We drop every Friday, but in the meantime, if you like football content, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday. And at the same time, if you want to hang out with a couple of bros, we have the Kopi Bros show that drops every Monday. Now that 2022 is coming to an end, for next week, we're going to be doing what is a 2022 wrap-up draft. In the meantime, please remember to enjoy yourself, have a safe weekend, and remember
to keep warm since there's a draft coming.
Yeah, we're finished, man. Cheers, bye.